Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And that is how a communist leadership takes over a capitalist system. Through its regulations, provides a toxic environment, business environment, where the competition could not occur and big companies file for bankruptcy or they are bought or nationalized by the government. Therefore, the government becomes the owner of the big corporations. You don't have to go and don't have to arrest anybody. You just create a bullshit environment through your regulations. The is going to be an abnormal reality, not a capitalist system. It's going to be something fake and phony. And then the companies cannot compete. They are going to go bellied up, dead, and guess who's coming to buy it? And with whose money? Whose money? The client, the new owner, is the government, and will save the company by taking ownership of the company. I'm talking about Germany. Germany is turning communist, I'm telling you, slowly. And you say, hey, how come? Just nationalized Uniper. You know Uniper or Uniper? You remember that? No, you don't know what it is? Okay, I'm going to let you know what it is. And it's not like, I don't know, a ice cream parlor on the corner of the street. This article comes from a credible source, Associated Press. That's a press that's associated. They're together in it, you know, diversity, inclusion, and equity. Anyway, this article is from December 22nd, 2022. Germany nationalizes gas supplier Uniper after European Union's approval. What? What's going on here? Who's taking over what? Remember, you're not going to own anything and you will be happy. That's going to be owned by whom? By the government? By the people? Hey, you got to be kidding me. It's a soft transition. Soft takeover, because how do you think these guys are going to take over the stakes of the company? How do you think? How do you think with whose money the government buys the private company? The money that they will loan in the name of the citizens, the money they will be printing. It's like I go to buy something and say, you know what, I'm going to buy you up, or buy you over, buy you whatever, your company. And say, how much do you worth? I don't know, 3 billion. Just a second. Here, 3 billion, right there. Get the fuck out. I'm your boss right now. That's the way it is. But because you get in that situation, in that condition, in that poorly fucked up condition that you can't compete, you can't breathe, you can't function anymore because of my regulations. Fantastic, great, good regulations. Communists. I'm not saying it should be an anarchy, but if you impose too many regulations, you impose one, supposedly fix it here, you create 10 over there. You try to fix those 10, you create 100. You go to fix the 100, you create 1,000. And then that's the way it goes. And then when something happens, you don't know where that's going to come around and bite you here. You don't know the consequences of that bullshit, that and that. Because you have too many regulations. And you don't know, okay, it's like the medication. Okay, take 5 medications for depression, anxiety, bullshit, and all that. You take that, they will have a different side effect. You take something for the side effect, it's going to create another side effect. The side effect is going to create something else, and there you go, and you don't know who you're going to have a heart attack or a fucking coma. You're in a coma and you don't know why. I don't know, I think it was his time. No. How many pills he's got? I don't know, 50 a day. Really? And then we don't know what happened. And then you find in the stomach like the pills, like they found in Elvis's stomach, 25 or something. Anyway, the German government said Thursday that it has nationalized energy company Uniper after the European Union gave its blessing for its rescue, for it to rescue the gas supplier. Why does it need to be rescued? Because of the inflation, because of the COVID, because of the Russians, because of all these great, fantastic policies, right? That the company. The government announced its plan to nationalize Uniper in September, expanding state intervention in the energy sector to prevent a shortage resulting from Russia's war in Ukraine. No, preventing your fucking sanctions of Russia. That had nothing to do with that. Nothing. The deal built on an initial rescue package. Rescue from what? From your fucking intervention. That's from where. Agreed in July, and features a capital increase of 8 billion euros. From where? $8.5 billion. A capital increase. From whom? Who brings that money, and from where, I would like to know. That Germany is financing. Germany? Banks? Or whom? The state? Uniper's existing shareholders approved the measures on Monday, because they will still have their millions. Don't worry about that. The EU's Executive Commission gave its conditional approval on Tuesday. Do you think that, yeah, but that's the workers going to have a job, and that's they're going to be working, what, you animal on the street? If I am incapable of paying the taxes, the property taxes that I have to pay and all that, do you think they will say, okay, Emil, here it is, I'm going to give you the money, the government, I'm going to pay in parallel with you, and you're going to stay in your houses, in your properties, you're still going to have everything you have, okay? Because we bail you out, and you're going to still be in charge. Do you think that's what's going to happen? I'm going to be kicked in the butt, and I'm going to fly 3 miles away from all my properties, all my whatever I worked hard to achieve. That's how it goes. And I say, sorry, capitalism. So existing shareholders approved the measures. Of course, the government is obliged to reduce its stakes to 25% plus 1 share by 2028, a deadline that can only be extended with the Commission's approval. Did you hear that? So they will little by little just wane away. Yeah, they will just do that because they're good people. The government is obliged to reduce its stakes to 25% plus 1 share by 2028. So that means by 2028 they have to just let it go, just little by little. You know, and Uniper somehow from 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, in 5 years is going to have so much profit, it's going to do so good, the economy is going to be fantastic, the economic environment will provide Uniper with all the opportunities that by then the state will say, you know what, we just give it back to the owners, you know, we're just going to give you the stakes back. Yes, that's what we're going to do because we are the good people, the government. Okay. Germany's finance and economy ministries said Thursday that the government has now taken a stake of some 99% in the economy, in the company. 99% in the company. Uniper's existing management remains in place. Uniper was controlled until now by Finland-based Fortum. The Finnish government has the largest stake in Fortum. Before the war in Ukraine, the company bought about half of its gas from Russia, which started cutting deliveries to Germany in June and hasn't supplied any gas to the country since the end of August. I wonder why. Oh, because they're bad dudes, right? Okay. When you fuck them up, they're gonna retaliate, obviously. You had nothing to do with Ukraine. Nothing to do with that. Uniper has incurred huge costs as a result of those cuts because it was forced to buy gas at a far higher market prices to meet its supply contract obligations. From whom? Last month it said it had initiated proceedings to seek damage from Russia's Gazprom at an international arbitration tribunal in Stockholm. Stockholm, you better find out who blew Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, okay, Stockholm, and then you talk. Until then you have no credibility, and you Denmark, okay, you come with your Weasel report and we're gonna find out who exactly was responsible. And we know who there was responsible. Was Zimbabwe, right? Zimbabwe from across the Atlantic. Why? Because everybody's like, we can't say anything, we can't say it's not okay, don't look over there. They just came today or yesterday, today, the 22nd, Washington Post stated that there's no Russian intervention, it was not Russia. That's what they said. Washington Post, American media outlet, said, well, Russia was not responsible for Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 sabotage. Then who? Guess who? I made a video or 2 or 3 on that, and I explained very clearly who I think, based on by elimination and by interest and che bono, you know that, who benefits, and statements and possibilities, probabilities, abilities, and everything you want. So yeah, Uniper, very much. Thank you. You're fantastic. You're a state-owned company until supposedly 2028 or something. Okay. See when the government is gonna just release it, give it back. Yes, yes. It's like, you get, okay, I mean, you got appointed as a king for about 5 years. And after 5 years, you're going to go back being a servant. Yeah, public servant. And I will say, yes, I promise, swear God, I will do that. Meet you in 2028 if you're still alive. I will. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Oh, my. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just, my friends.